History was made today at Twickenham Stadium as England claimed their third Women's Rugby World Cup title, silencing critics and cementing their legacy as the sport's dominant force. But here's where it gets controversial. Could this victory have been even more impressive if Canada's groundbreaking campaign hadn't pushed them to their limits? Let's dive into the details. In front of a record-breaking crowd of 81,885 fans, a number that would make even men's rugby events blush, England's Red Roses delivered a masterclass in tactical execution and unrelenting grit. The scoreline, 13-33, might seem one-sided, but the story behind it is anything but. Canada, the world's second-ranked team, arrived at the final with a mission: to fund their future through a $1 million crowdfunding initiative called Mission Win Rugby World Cup. Their semi-final dismantling of New Zealand had already proven they were a force to be reckoned with, but on this stage, England's blend of power and precision proved too much. The game began with a jolt as Canada's Asia Hogan-Rochester touched down in the corner. But England responded with a moment of pure magic. Ellie Kildunne, the reigning World Rugby Player of the Year, weaved through defenders like a dancer, scoring a solo try that electrified the crowd. This wasn't just a play, it was a statement. As head coach John Mitchell often says, effective rugby beats flair every time, and the Red Roses embodied that mantra. Hooker Amy Cokayne powered over from a driving maul, and Alex Matthews added 2 tries, one from a scrum and another after a heroic defensive stand that left Canada's hopes in tatters. And this is the part most people miss. While the final score looked lopsided, Canada's journey to the final was arguably the most inspiring in tournament history. Their grassroots fundraising effort, which raised 95% of its target before the final, highlights the stark funding gaps in women's rugby. Yet when the pressure peaked, England's experience shone. Captain Zoe Aldcroft's try-line interception and prop Hannah Bottomann's brute force in defense were textbook examples of why this team has now won 33 games in a row, tying the all-time record for any national side. This victory also marks a golden year for women's sports in England, following the Lionesses Euro 2025 triumph. But let's not ignore the elephant in the room. Should Canada's near miss be celebrated more than England's win? After all, they outplayed favourites like New Zealand and nearly toppled the Red Roses on their own soil. What do you think? Is this a coronation for England or a wake-up call for the rugby world? Share your thoughts below. Final whistle stats. England lineup: Kildunne, Dow, Jones, Hurd, Breach, Harrison, Hunt, Bottoman, Cokayne, Muir, Tolling, Ward, Aldcroft, Captain, Cabea, Matthews. Replacements: Atkin-Davies, Clifford, Byrne, Galligan, Fayanati, Elpacker, Aitchison, Rowland. Canada lineup: Shell, Corrigan, Simmons, Tessier, Captain, Hogan-Rochester, Perry, Pelletier, Hunt, Tutosi, Menin, de Goede, O'Donnell, Crossley, Paquin, Forteza. Replacements: Bogue, Castle, Demerchant, Bukaboom, Royer, Senft, Apps, Sumanuchafa. Match officials: referee Holly Davidson, Scotland. Assistant referees: Amy Barrett-Theron, South Africa; Clara Munarini, Italy. Television match official: Leo Colgan, Ireland. More to come as the celebrations continue, and as the debate over who truly won this World Cup heats up.